Hello, I'm Ariana. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. Today we are getting into this really beautiful soft cut crease look. Now I went with a purple kind of shade category range and I feel like it looks really pretty. This kind of color family looks really great on brown eyes. So we're gonna get into how to create this soft cut crease. This is actually super simple to do and very easy and very quick as well. So you don't need any concealer to do this cut crease, and I'm going to show you how we got this done in like 5 minutes. So I use the Too Faced Cosmic Crush palette. This is a very like purpley astronomical, like galaxy looking palette. So I really love the Too Faced shades and the way that the eyeshadows perform. So I always like to go ahead and grab this, and I feel like the color family and all the shades just work together so well. So the first thing that I did was I went in with like a dark purple shade. I didn't want to do something really dark and heavy for this look. I did want to keep it pretty soft. So I took the dark purple shade and I'm basically just carving out my crease and just kind of defining that shape. So we're going in with that swoop that the crease naturally has, and I'm just kind of defining it and making it a little bit darker. So we do want this crease area to contrast with the lid area with the shades that we're using. So I went in with a dark purple shade and I will deepen it up later on, but now I'm just kind of blending out the upper edge of it so it's nice and smooth, blended and blurred. So I did go in with a transition shade in between the brow bone and the actual crease just to soften it up again. We always like to create like a gradient of the eyeshadow so that everything is nice and blended. So then moving on to the crease, after we have a nice blend going on from the crease to the brow bone, I am going in on the lid. So I used a really white shade. So this is going to contrast with the crease shape that we created, and I'm just kind of packing that on, and I use the white shade to kind of carve out the lid. So this is what I mean when I say we don't need any concealer. And then I went in with a darker purple and a more compact brush to define the crease even more. So if you use a brush that is like really dense, really compact, I kind of use like an angled brush, so that brush isn't really meant to be blending things out, but more to kind of define and create a solid line. So I went ahead and used that brush to make the line a little bit more defined and a little bit more prominent. So after I kind of created that line and had it as dark as I wanted it to be, I went in with a small blending brush to blend out the edges, and I really took my time to blend out the top part of that. So you don't really want to blend out the actual line, you only want to blend out the top of the line so that it's blended into the other shades that we placed on the transition area. So after I got that pretty blended and like to my liking, I went back in with the lid. So I added another layer of that white shade. So this is kind of like a pearl bone colored shade, and it kind of has some purple undertones, and I actually used 2 shades on the lid. So I used like a whiter shade toward the inner corner. I like to use like a lighter shade in that area to open up and brighten up my eyes, and then I like to play around with some colors toward the outer corner because that's where you can make the look really interesting without having to kind of like put too much work into the look, and it'll just look like you did a lot and it'll look a little bit more complicated even though it was super easy. So towards the outer corner, I went in with more of like a lilac light purple shade, and I just basically filled in the negative space that we have on the lid, and also just took it right under that crease wing and winged it out a little bit. So the entire lid area has pigment on it and has some color. So then I went in with my eyeliner. So I'm using the Wet n Wild waterproof liner in the shade brown. I use this to create a really small wing, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blend it out and smoke it out with some dark brown eyeshadow. So I wanted to create like a softer eyeliner moment with this because it is a very soft look. We don't really want any like harsh lines in this look because it is like a soft cut crease look. So I did go in with the liquid liner just to kind of make it as dark as it possibly could be. You could do just eyeshadow with the eyeliner. You could just do the eyeshadow only without the eyeliner if you want, but I did want to make it like as dark as possible and just kind of blur the upper line of the liner to make it nice and soft. So I went ahead and cleaned up the outer corner. This is going to help you create a nice sharp wing. I know I said we didn't want any harsh lines, but this is going to make sure that both of your eyes are symmetrical and also kind of uplift the shape and kind of solidify the shape that we're going for. So that was basically the eyeshadow look. We're moving on to mascara now. I went in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I also, all of these products will be linked down below if you want to check them out. But this is one of my favorite mascaras for a really long time because I really like the wand. I feel like it really fluffs out my lashes really well, and it gives me pretty good length and volume at the same time. So this is what the look looks like with just mascara. We're gonna kind of gradually get into like a more dramatic version of this, but this is like the finished version of the least dramatic version. So this is just mascara, nothing going on the lower lash line, and this is really pretty. So you don't have to wear lashes with this, and this is what it looks like with like a bare lower lash line. I think it's perfect for like a daytime look if you are going somewhere and you want to do something cute with your eyes. And then we're going to go ahead and make it a little bit more dramatic. So I went ahead and smoked out the lower lash line. I like to use this really flat brush. It's like super flat. It just creates like one line. So again, the dense short brushes, they do not blend at all. They're basically just meant to pack on some pigment in the area that you want, so it keeps the shadow very controlled. Then I went in with a small brush. This is small and short, but it's a little bit more fluffy than the last brush that I used, so it does allow for some blending. So I went ahead and added a dark brown shade as close to the lower lash line as possible without going in the waterline, and then I smoked it out with a lilac shade, the same shade that we used on the lid, and then I went ahead and added some black liner to the waterline. So this is the final look. This is with lashes and with a smoked out lower lash line, so this is as dramatic as you can get this look to be. I really like how it came out, and I love the way that it looks when your eyes are closed. It creates a beautiful eye shape. It's very like swooped out, uplifts your eye, creates that like cat eye look, and it's so cute. So let me know what you guys think about this look. Definitely one of my faves, as well as the color palette that we use, like the purples. I think it's really cute. Let me know what you think. Also, if you have any other video suggestions for me, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if this helped you out. And I will see you guys next time. Also, subscribe. Okay, bye.